Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook running right. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Poole. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. for a delay? No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down at 7.
Off the play fake. Pull. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They run. Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8.
On the carry, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll blitz coming, and down he goes.
Christian Barmore
able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pull. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Open man to tight end Henry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30. 10.
Do what we
and
do.
they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings.
Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hughes.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 65. 64 Mike.
Jones on 1st and 10. Finding some room at midfield. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hughes. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I know he ain't got it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
76 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second and 9. From the gun, Jones. And caught by Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
This is fielded at the 7. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pull. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down at 4. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hughes. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down. It's Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chaz Surratt gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
They're running it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm there, baby. I'm there. Go, check. Check it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Eight yards to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Pull. Throw left side on target to Thielen. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Pull. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, Sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Pats, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.